Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Topping the news tonight, the delay in the appointment of a substantive Chief Justice has become a concern of the legal fraternity again. It was raised as members of the judiciary reflected on the past year during the opening of the legal year today, also unveiling new initiatives for 2019. Here's Fern Carey.
In her address during the opening of the legal year, Acting Chief Justice Vera Watkins expressed concern that there is no substantive Chief Justice heading the judiciary, a matter she said presents a tremendous challenge for the proper administration of justice in the country. The Chief Justice post became vacant following the death of Chief Justice Stephen Isaacs last August, who also served as Acting Chief Justice for some 8 months before he got the post. Watkins was confirmed as Acting Chief Justice back on September of last year.
The fact that the judiciary is still without a substantive Chief Justice has been a tremendous challenge, as it is difficult for the judiciary to make any long-term plans for the future. But while it may be so that I am sitting in this chair as Acting Chief Justice at this moment, I am not certain as to whether I will be sitting in this chair later on today. I am not certain as to whether I will be sitting in this chair tomorrow morning, in the proverbial chair, as a result of the tenuous position in which I find myself.
The Acting Chief Justice also cited the urgent need for additional judges on the civil and criminal side of the court.
There is a need for 20 judges at this present time. The judges hearing civil matters are inundated with cases. At the present time, 5 judges are assigned to civil matters. This means that there are twice as many judges hearing criminal matters. I hasten to point out, however, that while the Supreme Court Act makes provisions for 20 justices of the Supreme Court, at the present time, there are no accommodations available to house an additional 4 judges.
The acting head of the judiciary also noted that the work of the court is being hindered by the acute shortage of clerical staff.
It is imperative that this issue is addressed immediately, as the work of the court is being compromised. The acute shortage of staff is quite evident in the magistrates' court, in the area with responsibility for the collection and distribution of funds relative to maintenance payments. The need to restructure the system is severely handicapped by the shortage of staff.
And regarding criticism of the courts, especially as it relates to the granting of bail to prolific offenders, Justice Watkins said she is pleased to see the focus has shifted from the courts to the family.
It is refreshing to note that based on the reports on these matters in the media over the past year, the trend has now shifted to where it ought to have been in the first place. And that is, the emphasis is now being placed on the role that the family plays in the prevention of crime.
Now, during the ceremony, members of the legal community also paused for a moment of silence in memory of the late Chief Justice Stephen Isaacs. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.